YouTube, what it do? It's your boy, Mr. Stoic, and you know it. And we back at it again with another video. If you haven't did it already, man, go ahead and hit the like and the subscribe button to my channel where we always improving and getting better every day over here. You did what I'm saying? So, man, let's get right into the video, man. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribers. But let's get right into the topic. The topic for today is self-love is the best love, all right? Listen, man, you in this lifetime, you have to love yourself. You have to love everything about you, not just some parts about you. You got to love the good and you have to love the bad, because the foundation for you becoming successful, the foundation for you loving your life, for the foundation for you waking up being thankful for your life is loving yourself. All right? If you don't love yourself, nobody else will. If you don't appreciate yourself, nobody else will. I'm here to tell you that. You have to love yourself first, and everything around you should reflect that love that you have for yourself. Do you get what I'm saying? You got to be able to love yourself enough to be able to have things around you that reflect that. You can't say you love yourself and you got friends that talk about you. You can't say that you love yourself, but the person that you chose to get in a relationship doesn't reflect the love you have for yourself. You can't say that you love yourself and that you overweight or you unhealthy. That's a contradiction. If you love yourself, you will go to the gym. If you love yourself, you will eat healthy. If you love yourself, you will surround yourself with people that's going to reflect the love that you have for yourself. And also, if you love yourself, you're going to distance yourself away from people that try to make you feel less than. I don't know one person who truly loves themselves that will put themselves through some of the stuff that I see people put themselves through. And that's a telltale sign to me that, man, they don't love themselves. I can look at your body and tell, man, you don't love yourself. It's about your character. Your character defines who you are in this lifetime. And your self-love will show around people. That's why people who love themselves are very assertive. People who love themselves will not let people talk to them a certain type of way, will not take certain treatment. They're not as tolerant as other people because they have a love for themselves. And some people call it arrogance. Some people call it being cocky. Call it what you want. But I'm here to tell you that loving yourself is the foundation for anything that you do. Because if you want to start a YouTube channel, guess what, man? You're going to have to get in front of that camera and display to these people that, hey, man, this is a person that loves themselves. You're full of energy. And people can tell that. It's the same thing when you're in a relationship. If a person's in a relationship with you, they want to know that they're with somebody that loves themselves and that they can show that love to them. When you go to your job, your coworkers are watching the way you dress, the way you talk, the way you move, the way you interact with everybody shows self-love. But the downside to this is if you don't love yourself, you will abuse yourself. You will look at yourself as less than. You won't appreciate what the Most High has done for you and how you were uniquely made. You are one of one. I want to tell you that. If you're still with me on this video, you are one of one. There will never be another you. So you can celebrate right now and knowing that there will never be another you. You original. You authentic. That's why I tell you, don't be like anybody else, man. People are going to feel you the most when you are yourself. No matter how weird, no matter how loud, no matter how quiet, no matter how reserved, it doesn't matter. As long as you being you, that's what makes you you. And he knew that when he created you. He knew that you weren't going to be the tallest. He knew that you weren't going to be the biggest. He knew that you weren't going to be the fastest. He knew that you weren't going to be the strongest, but he made you you for a reason. And you have to operate in being you. But when you don't love yourself, you're going to look outside of yourself to find something to relate to so that you can imitate that. And I'm telling you, that's the worst thing that you could do, is to imitate something that you're not. Be what you are. Stand in what you are. because that's what the world embraces. If you look at anybody, any celebrity, anybody successful, they have a unique personality that stands out. It draws people in because people are so used to seeing the same thing that a new personality, a new confidence, a new self-love, it brings people in because it's almost like a breath of fresh air of, man, I'm around somebody that's so genuine and so authentic. Sometimes your self-love can be destroyed through things that you went through. It can be lowered through a bad relationship. It could be lowered through maybe the way you and your parents handle each other. Maybe your parents didn't give you the support that you need. Maybe your brothers and sisters didn't support you like you wanted to be supported. But I'm here to tell you, man, you can start today by loving yourself. I want you to go do this exercise, man. Go look in the mirror and tell yourself, I am somebody of value. I don't want you to just say it. The next step after you say, I am somebody of value, I want you to start to carry yourself as if your name was gold and you couldn't tell nobody what your name was. You just had to demonstrate through your actions that you're gold. That's how you're going to get out of this low self-love mindset. The way you're going to do it is, number one, you have to tell yourself that I am somebody of value. You are. If you living, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. Let's get real. If you ain't dead, bruh, ma'am, if you're not dead, you are. Listen, man, that's a blessing in itself. God decided, I'm gonna wake him up today. Regardless of what you're doing today, man, you here so you can make a difference. You are here on this earth to make a difference. I don't care if it's at your job. I don't care if it's in your relationship. I don't care if it's at your church. Man, make a difference. But you cannot make a difference if you walking around with your head down, wondering why your life ain't working out, wondering why things ain't going in your favor. It's because you have to love yourself to be able to go and do the things that you, not me, you were called to do. You're called to do something. It's something that you can do that nobody else can do, but you have to love yourself so you can do it confidently enough to where everybody gonna be like, man, that's what he's supposed to be doing. That's what she's supposed to be doing. You got to love yourself, man. I can't stress that enough. So many people take bad treatment off people. So many people hang around people that don't mean them no good. So many people put up with things that they shouldn't put up with, and it all comes down to a lack of self-love. It all comes down to a lack of self-love, bro. It all comes down to a lack of self-love. When you start loving yourself, you're gonna, like, if you get in it, like, man, I'll give you an example. I started getting in the gym. I made it my business because I was we gotta call it what it is. I was smaller. I wasn't the biggest guy in the room. And I said, you know what, man, I want to have a better physique. I want to have a better physique. You know what I'm saying? So let me start lifting weights. Let me start getting my arms right. Let me start getting my chest right. Let me start getting my legs right. I'm going to start eating more. I'm going to start putting on more weight. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do this and just see how I feel afterwards, man. And let me tell you something. Getting in the gym and getting my physique right was one of the best decisions that I've made in my life. I'm so confident that I don't have to say anything no more. I'm so in love with myself that when I wake up, man, I thank God. Not that I'm just super infatuated with myself. It's not that. It's the fact of the person that I see in the mirror, I can be proud of because I worked hard to make myself look like this. When I started reading and I started getting new information because I said, man, I'm tired of thinking the old way that I used to. And I started getting new information. I can say now I'm proud of the person that I am because I invested in my mind. I invested in my body. I invested in my soul. But that takes self-love. I had to tell myself, hey man, I love you enough to lift them weights. I love you enough to eat the food that we need to eat. I love you enough to wake up in the morning. Let's get a routine. Let's make our videos for YouTube. Let's do this, because you're gonna, and I told myself, I'm gonna thank myself 4 years from now, 5 years from now, that I had the discipline enough to make better decisions with my money, to make better decisions with my time, and to make better decisions with my energy. And it's not that, oh, my arms big, my chest big, that's what makes me somebody. It's the fact of, before I even say anything in a room, I automatically command respect. I don't even have to say nothing. I automatically command respect just by my physique alone, because people can look at me and say, hey, that's somebody that take care of themselves. When you look at even my fingernails, my teeth, I make sure that I take care of myself first so I can take care of those around me, because I'm not going to be long-winded on this video, man. But if you don't take care of you, how can you take care of everybody else? If you not right, how can you save everybody else? You can't save everybody else if you drowning in yourself. So sometimes you got to be a little selfish and loving yourself by doing the things that you need to do so that you can do things for everybody else. This year in 2025, man, make this your year to love yourself enough to separate yourself from anything that's not serving you, anything that don't benefit you, anything that's taken away from you. You have to separate yourself from that so that you can grow. You not right if you not right within. You can sit up here and put on and keep this smile, but if you're not right within, man, you can't save nobody. Save yourself first. Love yourself more than anything in this lifetime. And I know that's going to be controversial, but hey, man, somebody got to say it. Man, you got to love yourself so much that if anything try to disturb your peace, hey, you got to stay away from me. We not doing that. You got to get away from me if it's trying to disturb your peace, because you are the author of your day every single day. How your day go is solely on you. You can have a good day, you can have a bad day, but it's going to be on you. Now, there's going to be things externally that's going to try to mess up your day, but how you handle it defines you. So if you are solid within, nothing's going to be able to shake you. Nothing's going to be able to break you. Can't nothing throw you off your center because you are right within. But if you're not right within, man, when the wind comes, you ready to go. When the adversity comes, you ready to go. You broke down. And the adversity and the trials and tribulations, I'm here to tell you, man, they got to come for everybody. Yes, man, your tire may go out. Your engine may go out. Your car might break down. You might lose your job. You might lose a friend. You might go through relationships. You might fall out with a family member. Man, that's life. Get in line. That's just life. But the person you are on the inside, when it happens, how you respond to it. How you respond to it. That's solely from within. Because some things that you go through or you're strong enough to go through might break somebody else down. Might make somebody else want to commit suicide. And that's the difference. Because somebody who is right within can endure more pain, more struggles, versus that person that's weak on the inside. All right, so remember this, man. Self-love comes from the actions that you do to protect yourself and to better yourself. If you love yourself enough to get in the gym, love yourself enough to eat better, love yourself enough to put down the alcohol, love yourself enough to pick up the books, love yourself enough to put yourself in a better position, because can't nobody do it but you. I got a video coming next week, but can't nobody do the work but you. All right, so remember, man, love yourself. If somebody tried to take that away from you, if it was a situation that broke you down, man, forgive yourself for making a mistake. Let's not make the same mistake. Or if it's something that happened that you couldn't control growing up, man, you just gotta let it go. It may not be easy, but you gotta let it go and let's move on. You can never get to the next chapter if you stay on the same one. You can never get to the next chapter in your life if you keep rereading the old chapters. They happen. It happened. Let it go. And let's move on. Let's love ourselves and let's be better. All right?